We are joined today by Martin Kominek, the founder and managing director of Smokestack, a Czechia-focused search fund looking at acquiring and building a profitable business in Central Europe. Martin, thanks for joining us today. As an experienced investment professional starting a search fund in the Czech Republic, what would you say are the unique aspects of buying a business in Central Europe versus other markets? Also, how has the current situation in Europe impacted your search and interest from investors?
Good morning, Summer, and thank you very much for having me. Well, I would name a few main differences one has to face in Central Europe, especially in the Czech Republic and Slovakia. First comes with the size of the market, which gives you kind of a different playground compared to bigger markets like the United States or Spain. You not only compete with high net worth individuals or family offices, but also with private equity companies, as the market doesn't generate enough mid-size and large deals for them to acquire. On top of that, you are also unable to attract local PE principals as your potential investors, which is very common in countries like Germany, UK, or Spain, as you are competing for the same deals. Another important factor one should consider is lower level of integrity. It means you have to be very careful when talking to potential investors and taking them on board if they are up to your integrity standards once you care about it, which is exactly my case, as well as when talking to potential sellers just to be sure she doesn't mislead you. I strongly believe now it's the right time to show not only to future generations, but also to foreign investors that there are people who would like to do business fairly and cleanly without any unethical behavior. Many local wealthy individuals gained their fortune under strange circumstances after the Velvet Revolution, which unfortunately influences the business culture even today. Third aspect I would like to mention is massive generation transfer. After communism ended, a free market and entrepreneurship had started literally from the scratch. All these young entrepreneurs, driven by their natural ambitions, are nowadays, after 30 years of operating their businesses, approaching retiring age, which generates a huge opportunity for search funds to offer made-to-measure solution in successful succession. Current situation in Europe is definitely not an easy one. Especially in the Czech Republic, it's difficult to plan anything or anticipate new restrictions which are coming unexpectedly on a daily basis. Nevertheless, in terms of a search, talking during late October 2020, some people are afraid to meet personally, but in general it still works quite well, as many owners are ready to discuss potential sale of their businesses. On the side of investors, based on my own experience, there is much bigger impact. Plenty of, in particular, US investors are on hold when talking about European exposure, and many of them are much more careful with commitments. Therefore, both fundraising and search phase takes much more time compared to, let's say, less dynamic times before.
Thanks for the insights, Martin. Best of luck for your search, and best regards to you and your family.